Hi, everyone. I'm Sarah from Format, the online portfolio builder for creatives, and today I'm joined by Julia from Karma Magazine. Whether you're seeing this from Karma's community or coming from Format's, welcome. This year, Format sponsored the Best Fan Photo category, offering the first place winner a lifetime Format portfolio and giving the second and third place winners a 1 year free subscription. This partnership was created to offer more than just acknowledgement. It gives recipients a space to build, show, and share their work. With the awards complete, we're taking a moment to chat about how this partnership started and the purpose behind Karma's Photo Awards. Julia, thanks for joining me. For viewers who might be new to Karma Magazine, can you share a bit about what you're all about?
So Karma was created to fill a gap in the creative world where smaller, female, and non-binary and gender non-conforming artists were not being championed for their contributions to the arts. We also wanted to create a community where other artists, like photographers and writers, could showcase their work.
Amazing. I love that so much. Yeah, we when we were checking out your website, we were so excited about your mission. And so, Julia, I'd love to know more about the inspiration behind creating the Karma Awards. How and why did they start?
This is the second year of our Karma Awards, a photography awards competition put on by us at Karma to showcase the incredible and diverse work of individuals in our creative community. There are different categories for contributors to submit their work based on style, composition, and subject. This year, our awards have expanded greatly, now including nominated categories, our experienced, talented panel of judges, and our generous sponsors, including Format. Format is collaborating with us on our Best Fan Photo category. In this category, we're looking at work that best expresses the fan experience while attending a live music event. The excitement, the anticipation, and emotion of fans witnessing their favorite artists on stage. Fans are so powerful in the foundational support they provide to artists, so we felt that it's important to showcase that in our awards this year. Many of us who photograph from the pit interact with fans and are also fans ourselves, so I feel like we have a unique outlook on capturing that experience.
So one thing I really love about Karma is that, all of the people involved with it, like you guys all have experience working and doing that yourself. Julia, I'm wondering if you could talk a bit about your practice. I was checking out your portfolio and it's lovely.
Yeah, so I've been a photographer now for just under 2 years, mainly focusing on live music. I myself am a musician and a music therapist, so it felt natural to choose concerts as my subject of choice. It's been really great getting to connect with all sorts of different artists, whether it's photographers, musicians, singers, tour managers, and getting to collaborate on some really fun projects. I really like getting to capture authentic moments, maybe not things that are so staged, and just kind of being an observer of what's going to happen and getting to produce some really cool art from that.
So I'm wondering, with your experience, what do you think really stands out to you when you're looking at a portfolio?
I think in looking at a portfolio, I'm looking for someone who's telling a story, something who tells a story in a unique way, maybe using a unique angle or technique, really knows how to use composition in a really cool way, maybe doing things that are perhaps unconventional, but are also very, very intentional.
I think when looking at the short list for this year's awards, I saw so much energy specifically in this kind of concert photography, and it's so different than other like genres I've seen. I was wondering if you could speak a little more to that.
Yeah, I think with concert photography, it's a very unique thing. It's similar to sports in a way in that you are capturing something fast paced in the moment, but there's kind of this more artistic flair to it, I think, because you're capturing another artist doing their craft while you're also doing your craft. And I think there's a lot of different aspects of a concert you can photograph. You can photograph the artists themselves, maybe their support, their setup on stage. You can also capture fan reactions or interactions between the artist and fans or artists and each other. So I think it's something really unique to photograph, which I think is an appeal for a lot of people.
For sure. So yeah, Julia, I'm wondering how did you get involved with Karma?
That's a very good question. So, our co-founders, Uchechi Adeboye and Murren Gallagher, are good friends of mine. We met through a workshop actually put on by one of our judges, Lloyd Wakefield. And in March of 2024, Uchechi and Murren had founded Karma. And I'm so proud of the immense amount of work that's gone into Karma as a project and as a community. And it was something that I wanted to get in on. Karma is originally based out of the UK and then has since expanded internationally. And I am from Canada, so I joined the team just as a contributor. And then in the past couple of months have come on as our interview coordinator and also our operations coordinator. Having Karma and being a part of Karma has been such an enriching experience. I've made so many friends through Karma, have had so many opportunities through Karma. It's kind of become my baby as well. And it's just been an incredible experience getting to watch it grow over the past year and a bit.
I know you haven't been around for very long, but you've grown such a large community, and the support I've seen online is honestly, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so excited for the years to come for you.
Yeah. Thank you.
I would love to know more about the inspiration behind the Karma Awards and why and how it started.
So with the Karma Awards, we wanted to have something that would celebrate our contributors and the hard work that they've put in over the past year, as well as those in our wider community. So we thought it would be fun to put on a little awards season for ourselves, looking at different styles of photography, different styles of art with a bunch of different artists and collaborators. So it started off very small last year, and we've been really excited to see it grow this year. We've had over, I think, 3,000 photo entries across both our nominated and self-submit categories.
From the short list that has been published so far, what have you noticed as patterns or themes people are exploring right now?
That's a good question. I think with themes, composition has been a really big one. We've seen a lot of our favorite photographers and our favorite creatives capturing really interesting photos of artists that are composed really uniquely. Like, sometimes the venue that you're shooting at can be very, very different depending on who it is or what day or what tour. So getting really creative with angles, maybe framing an artist a certain way if they're especially energetic on stage. A lot of the artists that we're seeing in these photos have so much energy and are doing really, really cool things in the image. So composition is a very, very big thing that we're seeing. And again, with the storytelling, like that kind of also goes hand in hand in that an artist might be doing something really interesting. How does that tell a story? How does that tell a story maybe of how their year has gone professionally? Maybe they're doing a really important tour. Maybe they're touring somewhere new for the first time, and therefore giving us a lot of unique moments in that.
When you got into concert photography, what was that like? Did you find it easy, challenging? I'm not part of that world at all. And so to me, it just looks like magic, but I would love to know more.
Yeah, that's a really good question. So I've always been interested in photography. I didn't really know that concert photography was something I could even get into. So actually, with the help of Mern and Uchechi and our friends, they really kind of encouraged me to go out and try it for myself. So it started with buying a used camera off of a friend. The camera was already about 12 years old, and I thought, the best camera is the one that you have, is a very popular saying. So I sent out a lot of cold emails and I shot my first show in February of 2024 out in Toronto. And I remember being so nervous on the subway, not really knowing what to expect, having to work in such a fast-paced environment. But I ended up really happy with those photos, and I'm still proud of them today, even though I feel like I've grown a lot as a photographer. But then you start to meet other people who are shooting in the pit with you, and you start kind of developing this community. I have my Karma community. I have my community with my friends overseas. I have my community here in Toronto, and you all kind of help each other. You let each other know, hey, there's a show coming up, or I can't make this event. Can you cover it? And you learn a lot from other people, and you learn a lot from just shooting whatever it is that you can. I keep my film camera in my purse, and if I see something of interest, I'll take a picture of it. So yeah, it's been a really great 2 years of just growth and learning a lot from the people around me.
Beautiful. I love that this is so connected to your community, and you're able to grow with that. I think that some creatives, I feel like, it's them and only them.
Mhm.
And it's motivating to be able to grow with others alike and people that inspire you. So I love to hear that.
Yeah, there's always going to be a slight level of competition with your colleagues, but I think really it's about supporting each other. It's already hard enough as it is out here working in this industry that's so fast paced and so demanding. It's really important that we look after each other as well.
I would love to chat a bit about how the collaboration between Karma and Format came about.
Yeah, we wanted this collaboration with Format to work out because of Format's dedication to making their platform accessible. Like, I know you guys have given out some free portfolios to students, which I think is awesome. Yuchechi, actually one of our co-founders, was one of the winners of a free lifetime portfolio with Format. And we saw how beneficial it was for her and others in our community, especially with the creative industry having so many moving costs. We thought if we could have other creatives have access to that would just make sense. Many of our Karma members and our contributors use Format for their portfolios and have spoken very highly about Format. We love the unique and various styling options that give creatives standout ways to feature their work. And we also appreciate the other work that Format does to help benefit creatives, with online resources and opportunities for photographers, designers, and writers who we all work with. I think Format and Karma kind of go hand in hand in supporting our artists in that we both showcase the work of very talented people and provide them with the recognition and the connections that they deserve. So yeah, it just felt like a no-brainer to get to collaborate with you guys.
Thank you so much for saying all that. Especially the last sentiment. I think, the reason why this partnership really made sense was because we both have similar missions. Like, we're here to support creatives and we love photography.
So Sarah, what's unique about Format that other platforms don't have? And for creatives building their first online portfolio, what do you think makes Format such a supportive place to start?
When I started working at Format, I was just so excited about the fact that we prioritize our creatives. And so whether we're doing that with supporting their portfolios online, if they have any questions or issues, we have like our tech support always there for them. Or if it's through our magazine, we make it a priority to put them first and to make them feel supported. Like, we want to make them feel as though like our platform is built for them, not them working around the platform. And so, yeah, I think at the end of the day, it's creatives first.
Yeah, I definitely get a sense of that through like Yuchechi's experience and that of our contributors as well. And I did take a peek at your magazine and I was like thoroughly impressed with the kind of scope of artists and creatives that you guys like work with and talk about, like from like stylists and filmmakers and writers and photographers. I think that's really, really neat that there's something for everybody there. And then, I can totally understand this, putting the creatives first. And I can see that in the work that you guys do.
Thank you. Yeah, the magazine is so cool. Like, I'm really happy that I get to be involved with it in any way. It's I don't think a lot of workplaces honestly get something like that, and it gives us that sort of connection with like artists. A lot of the people that work at Format, like, we're also creatives. And so it's, for me at least, it's a bit of an outlet to get to work at Format in the first place, which is just such a blessing.
Can you tell me more about how Format supports artists as they grow, whether that's through community, resources, or career tools?
So I think that Format is a very easy platform to get started on, which is so great for people that are starting off with a portfolio, but it also grows with you. We have our custom pages, we have FlexBlock, and all these tools allow you to customize your website to fit your specific needs. It's really meant to be a platform that hopefully people will want to use forever and they can just keep expanding their portfolio with.
Yeah, because I noticed even on your website, like it mentions like, having people who are just starting out, novice, like it's easy for them to use. And then as you want to sell prints and as you want to feature more of your work, if you get into videography, like there's options for you to do that, which I think is really, really neat.
Yeah, and I think we try to accommodate all creatives. And so we've made a point of having specific templates for different types of artists. It also functions well if you're multidisciplinary. And so if your craft evolves, like, hopefully, if you continue on Format, you can continue your practice with the platform.
Yeah, I think that's fantastic. It's I feel like more and more creatives too are branching out into other things. Like they want to try video, or videographers want to try photography. Many of our writers also want to feature their photography and vice versa. So I think it's good that it can be kind of multifaceted and very individual to the person. With all those features in Format, that brings me to my next question. What is an underrated feature of Format that you think is most beneficial to photographers?
I would say it's most likely, it's hard to say because we have so many. We have some really good tools, I will say, but we have our client galleries. And so with that, you can work with your clients to collaborate within the gallery with at ease. And so you're able to comment, you're able to save, share, and decide together which images you want to keep or get rid of. We also have our file sharing. And so with that, you can share photos or PDFs like straight from your website to your client.
Yeah, I think that's a super handy tool just to kind of cut down on like the back and forth between like you and a client, or also just setting kind of expectations and kind of like the vibe of, if you've done a shoot, like what exactly they're looking for, rather than editing a whole bunch of photos that they're maybe like, I don't really love these. And also just that fast delivery as well too.
Exactly. We've really tried to create a workflow that's as efficient and streamlined as possible because we know how long people can spend going back and forth with clients, and we try to make it that much smoother.
Yeah, that's awesome. And you mentioned that a lot of you that are working at Format are also creative. So I was kind of curious as to what your creative background is.
Yeah. So I also have a photo based background. I always say it's new media. I'm mostly interested in playing with like new technologies that involve photography. So that could be photogrammetry or like just playing with images after they've been taken, that kind of thing. But it's taken many forms. I've done photo installations. I've done like projection art with photography. Like it's been a bunch of things. So it's hard to put it into one category, but at the end of the day, I'm a photography stan.
That's so cool. That's really interesting.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's like you go to art school and you're like, "Oh, I'm just gonna do like one medium," and then by the end of it, you're doing like kind of the opposite. So I remember in like the fourth year grad show, it'd be painters were then doing sculptures by the end of it, and it's just like you end up just playing around because we're fortunate enough to have the space to do that. And so anyways, the portfolio is strange and many things.
I mean, even for me, like I started with concerts, but I'm also taking pictures of race cars, which I found really, really fun. And I want to do more of that. So you start to kind of branch off and find your thing for sure.
Cool. You have to plan a trip to Monaco.
I'm dying to go to Monaco. I'm a big Formula One fan. Monaco is on the list for sure. Yeah.
Nice. Julia, thank you so much for chatting with me today and for sharing the thinking that shaped both the awards and our work together. I can't get over the incredible photos that were shortlisted, and I'm so excited to see the new websites from the winners. If you aren't following us yet, please give Karma and Format a follow so that you can keep up with the ongoing efforts and support photographers globally. Thank you so much for tuning in.